YouTube. What's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And today's live is going to be on Mock Draft 23. We're doing another mock draft. Now, listen, guys, before we get started, I want to tell everybody I apologize. This is a new setup. You see, I don't have any posters up, I don't have anything in my backdrop. So, guys, let me know what the sound sounds like. Let me know what's going on. I see the comments. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if everything is going smooth. All right, can you hear me, guys? Let me know that you can hear me. Can you hear me, Stephen Drakes? I see you in there, bro. Let me know that you can hear me, guys. Let me know what the sounds like. Can't hear you. Thank you, RG. Appreciate that. What's up, bro? What's going on, Stephen Drakes? What's going on? The sounds good, RG, right? Let me know the sounds good. Good to go. Thank you. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Stephen. Okay. So, guys, we still got 4 more spots. I want to wait a little bit, let these 4 more spots fill up. If anybody wants to come up, I'm going to offer it. I'm going to send it. Let's see here. I'm going to let the members come up first. So, I'm going to send it in a members post. Okay. Yes, sir. New crib, Nifty, new crib. So I got to get my backdrop right. But the internet is not, bro. Hopefully, my internet's not going to be pausing anymore. Hopefully, my internet is not going to be pausing anymore. So, guys, anybody want to come up? I just posted it. Let me post it in the Discord. All right, there we go. At everyone, there we go. You good, bro? It's all good. I'm about to post the link. What up, Doomsday? Come on in, bro. Come on in. We got what, 4 more spots. Let's see. Let me share this real quick. All right. And I'm about to share the link. If we got any visitors here, I'm about to share the link where you can come up. Today I'm giving away $10. Like as I told you I was gonna do on last Sunday. So if anybody wants to come up, the StreamYard link is there. Will be a $10. Don Padre, I see you, bro. Don Padre in here. We got 3 more people. Ready for the mock draft. Okay. All right, now I'm about to share the regular link for anybody to come up. I think we got all the members. I would jump in when I get home from work. I got you. Chitty, make it $15. I would donate my $5 from when I won the draft. Right. So you can donate your $5 if you want to do that because you didn't ever get your $5. So actually, guys, it's $15. It's $15. $15, guys. Shout out to Harambe and Siobhan. All right. I'm about to post it now, Ronald. I'm about to post the link now. There we go. First come, first serve. Dang, my light went out. I might have to charge it. Okay, well, looks like we Phil. Looks like we about to go. Let's go. I gotta get my speakers is not right. Hold on, guys. Let me look at something. Let me try to get my speakers right. Yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm about to pause the draft because I gotta get my speakers right. Sorry about that. Let me get my speakers right. Okay. Hopefully that should be right. Let's go. Let me go to my settings, speakers. Which did you which speaker? No heads for phones. Okay. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me pause it. Let me go back. Okay. Siobhan, you back in there? Get back in there, Siobhan. I'm trying to give Siobhan a chance to get back in there. Can you hear me, Ro?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, Brand. Let me fix this speaker real quick. Let me fix this speaker.
Can you guys hear me?
Let me go to my sound. Okay. Volume is up. Can you hear me, Ro?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I can't hear you. Something I got it in the wrong one. Let me see. Say something now.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you now. There we go.
Okay.
Guys, this is what's going on when you move. This is what's gonna happen. You better be ready. If you got a YouTube, this whole type of setup. But I got great members, and I appreciate y'all being perfect. I mean, being patient with me. Okay, Siobhan, it still says auto though. What does she need to do, Ro?
Just try pausing it and see if it auto drafts her.
it says auto on her name.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. She went off. Okay. So what's going on with you, bro? What's been going on with you the last couple of days?
A lot of been cleaning.
Right. Right. Yeah, man, I just been moving. That's about it. Okay. Get ready. I'm on the clock. Superflex. Okay.
Is it
So, man, what you doing this time of year? What you been doing as far as fantasy football? What type of content?
Mostly mock drafts and rankings.
Right.
Also, just like player overviews.
Anybody moving up your rankings?
Malik Neighbors.
Why is Malik Neighbors moving up your rankings?
I mean, he's just that good of a prospect. I mean, he's basically on par with Marvin Harrison when it comes to prospects.
Okay.
So,
You think Marvin Harrison's the better prospect?
yeah, I do, but they're close. I don't feel like they're that far apart.
Right. Cret says, "What up, TD? Would have joined the draft, but got hit by the hurricane yesterday, so I can't draft ATM. It's all good, bro. It's all good. We all got things going on. I would have had it for Sunday, guys, but I didn't. My equipment, I couldn't find out everything. Plugs. I thought I had everything, but there's a few things that I had in another room, and I had to go through that my boxes. So." Hector says, so Fournette intends to sign with a team before the season. Jag. Yes, it's Superflex, Ronald. Siobhan wanted to make this a $15 draft. This is a $15 draft. $15. And don't get used to this, guys. This is what she wanted to do. And also Steven. Let's see here. Guys, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. This is cutting edge content. Roll, is my volume and everything is good?
Yeah, everything sounds fine.
Okay. Is the echo better than it was at my last spot?
I mean, I don't hear any echoes, so yeah.
Okay. It was an echo at my last spot though. A little bit. Devon A-Chain been moving up my rankings.
Yeah, he's been moving up mine too.
Why is he moving up your rankings?
I don't know. He was like very explosive last season.
Okay.
Probably one of the most explosive players. I mean, he averaged like 7 yards a carry.
Right. Yes.
And it's not like he didn't get like any kind of attempts either. Like he got a decent amount of attempts.
Right.
103 attempts. He averaged 7.77 yards a carry.
Yeah, that broke a record.
Yeah.
Yeah, that broke a record. Yeah, I'm taking him over a couple guys.
I mean, him and Gibbs are pretty close in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Probably would lean
Right.
A-Chain because I feel like he looked better last season.
Right. Nifty sniped me. Nifty sniped me. Great pick, bruh.
Man, quarterbacks are going late.
Right.
Chris Olave had no business being there.
Come on now. That's a good value for him right there,
Yeah.
bro. That's a good value right there, bro. That's where you need to be going right there. Hey, you got. I love your team so far. You coming out. You killing it.
Yeah.
You killing it. Pause.
I mean, Joe Burrow usually goes in the second in Superflex
I
drafts.
know. Right. That's killer value, man. That's why I went quarterback. Craig says been taking a lot of A-Chain, one of my favorite picks this season. You're right, bro. You've been on him from the beginning. I remember that. You've been A-Chain is rising up my rankings too. Yes, of him possibly taking snaps at the slot, he said on an interview, right?
Guy
Excuse
I
me.
was really high on last season was Roshan Johnson.
You like him this year?
Not really this year, but I was really high on him last season. I feel like he could easily be like a workhorse, and he didn't really get to show that in college, but I felt like he had a good chance to show that in the NFL. He
Right,
didn't really show anything, and with DeAndre Swift, I probably not gonna expect him, but I still like him in like Dynasty as a stash.
right.
I've been watching A-Chain for like a long time, ever since like Spiller and we're in the same backfield. I've been watching him since that.
Right. He was in the same backfield with who?
Isaiah Spiller.
Right. And Spiller was playing over A-Chain a little bit, right?
Yeah. I mean, Spiller hasn't done anything in the NFL.
I mean, not even a carry.
Yeah.
Not even a carry. Let me see here. What type of leagues you play in? More Superflex or single quarterback?
Mostly Superflex. If it's an 8-man league, sometimes I play in 3 quarterback leagues.
Right. To me, I love to play in Superflex, and because I don't like quarterbacks being devalued when they are the most valued position in football.
Yeah, that makes sense. In standard, they're a little bit more valued because they get easily the most points.
Right.
So I kind of like playing in standard leagues if it's a single quarterback.
Right. Okay. I never thought of that way, but you're right. Nice, man. You got a good team. You got a
Yeah,
good team, bro. This is one of the for the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks. This might be one of the best drafts, in my opinion, that I've seen you do. That I can judge right now. A lot of times you got a lot of rookies, and it's just hard to give them, all the credit that they deserve.
I really wanted to go Josh Jacobs there, but I felt like I could get a running back later, and I kind of like
Right,
reboot.
right.
Higgins was also my queue. It's between him, Jacobs, and Herbert.
Herbert was the best one. A lot of
And
good value on the board, man. This is a good draft, man.
we got 2 people with Chicago wide receivers skipping on Caleb Williams.
Right. You think Caleb Williams gonna be better than Jaden Daniels?
Yeah. I don't like the Jaden Daniels pick, even with his rushing upside. I think he has injury concern.
Okay.
I mean, Jaden Daniels is 6'4", 210.
Right.
Compare that to Anthony Richardson, which I see him compared to. Anthony Richardson's got 34 pounds on him.
Right.
So people are scared of Anthony Richardson's injury concern. I feel like they got to be scared of Jaden Daniels too.
Right. Evan Ingram, that's good tight end value.
Yeah. Man, there's still good quarterbacks on the board.
Yes, it is. And the Superflex. That's why, I don't know. Quarterbacks scoring a lot, especially in the leagues that I do, they score a lot. Okay, what am I going to do?
Okay, there we go. Quarterbacks is starting to go.
Right. Don Pondre. He went with Swift. Got 2 more rounds to go, guys.
I really like how my team's coming along.
I do too, man. You got a good team. Lonely B says Miami has 3 running backs that are fast. A-Chain is the smallest of the 3. I don't see A-Chain getting the red zone carries. I disagree with that.
He could pass catch,
I
and
thought he was special last year. And when you special, it don't matter about your size. Pause. But I understand what you're saying. He is a smaller guy, but I believe he's special, man. He's one of the most special players in the league with his speed.
yeah.
Speed kills.
I mean, Devontae Smith is not slow by any means, but like you'd think he would be a little faster considering his size. I mean, he's 170. Certainly not slow, but like Jalen Waddle is like 190, and he's a lot faster.
Right. Siobhan said she liked her team too.
Yeah.
Won't you come up, Siobhan? You a Phenom member. You allowed to come up, talk about your team. Okay, so let's start with these teams. Let's go to Sports Dog team. Christian McCaffrey with the number 1 overall pick. Brandon Ayuk, that's a squeeze. When Brandon Ayuk is going to be good, but when you got CMC, you getting the main catalyst off that team. So I'm okay with going Brandon Ayuk at the 212. Marvin Harrison, you went at the 3-1. I like that, even though it's Superflex. Tua, you only got one quarterback, Sports Dog. You can stream a quarterback, but you got to have a strong team with that. Devontae Smith in the 5th is a good pick. Keenan Allen, I don't know who the number 1 is going to be. It's solid. Aaron Jones is your number 2 running back. I think it could have been better, especially since you didn't get another quarterback. Romeo Dobbs in the 8th. He's fine. I love Ferguson. Marshawn Lloyd. A lot of mouths to feed on that Green Bay offense. I like taking a shot with Jameson. I say this team is a B. What you say, bro?
I think it's a little better than a B. He only has one quarterback, which is kind of a dislike, especially the fact that, I mean, he could have easily got a quarterback there in like the
Right.
10th round. Ayuk, I would have preferred someone else, but I get the fact that you want to get that stack. So
Right.
for that reason, I don't mind that. He has Marvin Harrison in the 3rd, which I really like. Tua in the 4th, I feel like that's okay value. And he has Devontae Smith, Keenan Allen, Aaron Jones, Romeo Dobbs, Jake Ferguson, Marshawn Lloyd. I mean, I would give it like a B plus.
Okay. We got Siobhan says B minus. D Lion says B minus. I said B. You said B what plus?
Yeah.
Aaron Holloway says B minus. Matthew, what's up, bro? Just had a sick draft, won 3 chips, got old last year, and finished in the middle. Ended up selling everything and getting a crap ton. I got Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniel, Marvin Harrison Jr., Neighbors, Brooks, Benson, Lloyd, Franklin, Leggett, Mitchell, Barkley, Aaron Jones, Sennett, Theo, and Andrews. You got the whole draft. You got the whole draft. Good job, bro. Appreciate you showing some support too, Matthew. I saw the donation on Facebook. Appreciate it. Nifty says B minus.
Yeah, I think this
Don't
averages as a B minus.
Yes, B minus. Ronald says B minus and TZ says B minus. So I'm gonna give it a B minus. For Sports Dog. All right. Let's go on to Padre. Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you, Matthew. Appreciate you. Hopefully, I think you subscribed to the YouTube already. RG says B minus too. Yeah, so it was a B minus. So let's go to Padre. You want to start off with this one?
Yeah. CeeDee Lamb, Garrett Wilson, Drake London. I mean, that's pretty good. Rashad White, James Conner, DeAndre Swift. I'm okay with those running backs. He also has DJ Moore, George Kittle, Shee Rice. Again, another one quarterback team. The team's pretty solid. I'm going to give it like a B just because of the one quarterback.
Right. Now, I will keep in mind that you can pick up a quarterback, but your team got to be stacked for me to give you like a good grade when you go single quarterback. CeeDee Lamb with the 1-2 is good value. Garrett Wilson at the 2-11 is good value. Drake London at the 3rd is good value. Rashad White, DJ Moore. I think that's good. I mean, I'm not that big on DJ London and DJ Moore, but I do know their pedigree. They are good players. And Rashad White, Kittle, Connor. I'm not that high on Swift. I think he started getting auto drafted there. Rashad White. I think Rashad White and Dalton Schultz killed him at the end. And then he didn't get the quarterback. I think he got auto drafted. I think it took his team down to a B, maybe possibly B minus with the one quarterback. So I would say B minus because of the one quarterback. Other than that, I thought if he would have got another quarterback, it could have been a B plus. I love his first 5 picks. He got killer wide receivers. Those wide receivers, all of them could be top 10. But I don't like that you only got Aaron Rodgers. Good value in the last round. And then you went Swift and Rashee Rice, who might not play early. Dalton Schultz, they got 2 tight ends. I'm not that high on that. I'm going to say B minus. Let's see. What did you say, bro?
I give it a B.
Okay. TZ says B. D Lion says Darwin auto pick midway. Right. His last pick was Connor, then it went auto draft. Right. And that was a good team. It was a B plus up until the end. Siobhan says B minus. D Lion says B minus. Nifty says B minus. Rockout says B. Looks like it's going to be a B minus. Okay, let's see. B minus. All right. Let's go on to Siobhan. Let's see what Siobhan got here. She got Amon-Ra St. Brown with the 1-3. That's good. Kyle Williams at the 2-10. That's good. Nico at 3-3. Siobhan, I think you could have got a better quarterbacks in a Superflex league with high scoring quarterbacks in Superflex outside of Nico. But I like your picks. Brock Purdy to me is your first quarterback off the board in Superflex. It makes me worry a little bit. Mark Andrews in the fifth is solid. David Montgomery is solid. Mostert, I'm not big on Mostert. I just think A-Chain gonna take over, and Mostert will be okay. He could end up being squeezed for everything he got left in the tank. I love Deshaun Watson as the eighth round pick. Xavier Worthy in the ninth. Brooks in the 10th. Khalil Shakir. I'm gonna give this team a B. And on the reason why I'm gonna give it a B, I don't think it got any elite quarterback, Siobhan. So I'm grading you hard. I love Amara, I love Kyron. Nico is good, but I thought you could have got a better quarterback right here. Joe Burrow. I think that would have took that team to the next level. Instead of Nico. I think Nico's going to be solid. I just wanted to see a little bit better quarterback than Brock Purdy as your first quarterback off the board. Mark Andrews in the fifth is solid. Mostert, I'm kind of nitpicking you right here. I don't think he's going to have 20 rushing touchdowns. I'm going to give it a B. What do you give it, Ro?
I'm thinking a B or B plus. I do like the first two picks. Don't really like Nico. I would have preferred Chris Olave, Devontae Adams, DK Metcalf, Jalen Waddle.
Right.
I'm not too high on Nico. I feel like there's just a lot of mouths to feed there. Brock Purdy, I feel like that's fine value where you got him. Just kind of scares me as your first QB. Mike Andrews, I feel like is nice. I feel like some people are sleeping on him. David Montgomery, I feel like is an okay pick. There's not really too much running backs that were there, so can't really fault you. I mean, Zamir White was there, so I would have preferred Zamir White. Raheem Mostert, I'm not too high on. You also could have got Zamir White there.
Right.
I feel like could have definitely upped your running backs. You got Deshaun Watson, which where you got him, I feel like that's fine. Xavier Worthy, I'm okay with taking a shot on a rookie like that. And Jonathan Brooks, he's someone I like in Dynasty a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And just this year, like he's gonna be battling injury from college, so gotta kind of take that in consideration. But if he booms, he could easily help you win your league.
Right.
Khalil Shakir, I like that as the last pick. If I'm being nice, I'm gonna give it a B plus. If I'm being a little bit harsh, I'm gonna give it a B. But most of the chat is saying B, so I'm gonna give it a B.
Okay. So we got Aaron saying B, RG saying B. Siobhan says, "Oh Lord, be honest, guys." We keep it real here, Siobhan. D-Lion says B plus. Siobhan says, "Got you, TD. Third spot should have been the quarterback." I thought he took it up to a B plus if you'd have got a quarterback right there. Matthew says, "I love Gibbs, but as long as Montgomery is playing, I'm taking Breach Hall all day." Brees Hall. He ain't gonna let me say Breach. He want me to say Brees. I feel you, bro. Yeah, gotcha. I agree with that. I'm more on A-Chain now than I am going with Jahmyr Gibbs. I like Jahmyr in the second round. I don't like him in the first. Aaron says B. Rockout says B. Aaron Holloway says B plus. RG says B. Ronald says B minus, and TZ says B. So I'm thinking it's a B. I'm thinking it's a B, Siobhan. We're grading tough today. It's tough, man, because the league is like our drafts. They taking all the positional players. The only thing is out there to take is a quarterback. Everything else is being sniped from everybody. All right, let's get on with Ronald. Ronald went with Tyreek Hill. Like that pick. Kyler Murray, Derrick Henry, Mike Evans. I'm not that big on Mike Evans. I thought you could have went somewhere different right there with the Mike Evans, but a lot of people Mike Evans. I love Dalton Kincaid right there. Say this is a B plus going into an A minus so far. Christian Kirk, he's solid, but I love the Zamir White. That's a good pick. Then you got the young rookie. And I think that's good as your second quarterback in the 8th round, Tony Pollard. If you get Tony Pollard, I want to see Tyler Spears drafted with him because we don't know who's going to ball out. But I like the Keon Coleman there in the 10th, and I like the Blake Corn, but you got Blake Corn, so you're just going to have to stash him. Keon Coleman is your 4th wide receiver. I think this team is a B plus. What do you think, Ro?
Yeah, Tyreek Hill's a good pick. Kyler Murray. Just looking with Kyler Murray in the second's not a reach by any means, but like the fact that quarterbacks were kind of falling,
right?
I feel like he could have waited and got him in the 3rd.
Right, but he's a good player. He probably like him as a player.
Yeah, I don't mind the pick at all. You get Derrick Henry in the 3rd, which I like. Mike Evans in the 4th. I feel like that's fine. A lot of people might not be high on Mike Evans, but I feel like he could still produce. I think he was a top 7 receiver last year. Then he gets Dalton Kincaid, which has a lot of upside in the Bills' offense with no Stephon Diggs.
Right.
Christian Kirk, I am okay with. Keenan Allen, I would prefer there. Yeah, there's not really too much else I would have preferred there, just Keenan Allen. So I don't hate the pick at all.
Mm-hmm.
Then Zamir White in the 7th, I feel like is really good value.
Great value.
Then Caleb Williams in the 8th, I really like that. I feel like he could have gone all the way up into the 6th, 5th round.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a really good pick. Tony Pollard solidifying that running back depth. He gets Keon Coleman and Blake Corn. I mean, I would give this probably a B plus, A minus.
Right. Siobhan brought up that he got a stack with Kincaid and Coleman. It'd been nice if he'd have had Josh Allen. He could have had Josh Allen too, right? No, Josh Allen was gone. Yeah. And says B plus. Ronald says A. So we got 2 A's. We got Matthew saying A. We got Ronald saying A. I said B. The only reason why I gave it a B, I liked it at first. I was going with A minus, but when he went Pollard, Coleman, and Corm, they are solid. They're solid team. I mean, solid guys. I just don't. The way the draft was, the other guys that you have, I'm just nitpicking it hard. These guys could boom. These guys, Coleman could be the number 1. Corum could be a 60-40 split guy. Tony Pollard, like I said, could be the guy. Caleb Williams could be a breakout, could be top 12 wide receivers. Zamir White, I love Zamir White, and I also like Kirk. The only guys are just Mike Evans, Pollard, Coleman, and Corm. I'm a little down on, and that made me take it down to a B. It could easily be a B plus. So we got 2 A's. What do you say, Ro?
I would say a B plus.
So we got A, B plus. So right now that's an A minus. Then we got TZB, B plus. Siobhan says B plus. TZ says B plus, B plus, B. With the 2 A's, I think it's a B plus. I'm gonna give it a B plus. Good job, Ronald. Okay, let me put this down. Right, Ronald. Ronald, you got the highest grade so far. Zach says, "What up, TD? Mr. Mark, I help grade the teams. Thank you, bro. All good. I know this is an off day, so you weren't prepared. This is the first day I got my equipment together. Had to work Monday. So first day I got all my equipment together. Ronald says, much love, y'all. Anytime, bro. Matthew says Kirk is solid with Jacksonville. He should be a top wide. I agree. He should be top 24 at least for a floor. All right, let's go with my boy D Lion. Oh, wait a minute. Guys, I'm sorry. I've been tripping. I ain't been doing it the right way. I'm sorry about that. I've been looking at the other board. My bad, guys. Jamar Chase, love that. Jahmyr Gibbs, Stephon Diggs in the third. That boy waited late for quarterbacks, but he killed it. He got Jared Goff. LaPorta in the fourth. James Cook, Terry McLaurin. I'm like Stephon Diggs and Terry. I'm not too high, but I think they solid picks. Right now this team is a B plus. Jared Goff, I'm bringing that up to an A minus in the seventh. Jackson Smith and Jigba is solid. A minus, B plus. Geno, I'm gonna go B plus. Tajay Spears in the 10th. I like that. That's gonna break it down to an A minus. Tyrone Tracy. I'm gonna keep it B plus. I'm gonna say B plus. What are you gonna say, Ro?
One pick I don't really like all too much is the Stephon Diggs pick, especially considering he was there. I mean, Devontae Adams was there.
Right.
Chris Olave was there. Jalen Waddle was there. DK Metcalf was there. With all the mouths to feed in that offense, I'm kind of worried about Diggs, so I personally wouldn't take him there. Like, if he went after the guys that listed ahead of him, then I would feel fine taking him.
Right.
All the other picks are looking good. Geno Smith, considering Kirk Cousins was there, even Aaron Rodgers, I would take over Geno Smith. I feel like he kind of reached on Geno to get that stack.
Right.
With JSN.
Right.
Tyrone Tracy, someone I do like, but if we're looking and saying like Zach Charbonnet was still there, I would probably take Zach Charbonnet pretty easily.
Agreed. I think Tyrone Tracy is a great pick, and I think it's a great pick. Like once the season really starts, but right now, nitpicking the grading of teams, I would have to put Charbonnet over Tracy, but I actually think that's a really great pick at last pick. But we nitpicking here, and we're doing the best we can for what we have. So what do you give the grade?
I would say this is an easy B plus.
Okay. Zach Seaman says, I got Tyreek Hill at the 111 earlier today in the Superflex IDP redraft league. Yes, sir. Good job, Zach. Well, what IDP league you in, bro? Are we in the same league together? Rock says B. I said B plus. You said B plus. So B. So it's taking out on the B plus again, B plus again, B plus again. So this is a B plus. B. Matthew says Diggs 1 year rental, B minus, right? B. And D Lion says Adams and with Mitchell or Diggs with Strauss. Give me Diggs. Right. He said he'd rather have Diggs with Strauss over Adams with Minshew. I got you. That makes sense. But I mean, you could have took Derrick Henry. I thought Derrick Henry would have been a better pick than Diggs. But you're right. Diggs could be top 12, man. We don't know, right? But I still would have took Henry there. I'm gonna give this team a B plus. Zach Seaman, it's a different league. It's a best ball league on Sleeper. Okay. Because I drafted an IDP league today, and I think Tyreek Hill went 111. All right, let me give D Lion his B plus. That's the second B plus we got. All right. Let's go on to Nifty. Okay. You want to start off with this team, Ro?
Yeah, I mean Jalen Hurts, I like that pick. Anthony Richardson, I'm not too high on, but in the middle second round, I'm okay with. Then we get Devontae Adams in the third. I actually like that value. Travis Etienne in the fourth. I like that. Micah Pittman, T. Higgins. I like both those. Chris Godwin, D Hop. I mean, this seems looking pretty good. Dallas Goddard, Zach Moss, Tyler Lockett. I would say this is the first A minus team.
Okay. I love the two quarterbacks. They monsters, and they got rushing upside. Devontae Adams in the third, he sniped me. That's a great pick. Travis Etienne in the fourth is a great pick. Michael Pittman in the fifth is a great pick. And I'm not that high on T. Higgins, but in the sixth, it don't matter. It don't matter. So if you take a shot on a guy like that as a number 2 wide receiver with a lead quarterback is good. So right now, this team is an A minus. Godwin, I love that pick. It's a strong A minus going to an A with me. D Hop, A minus. Goddard takes it down to me. I'm just not that high on Goddard. Too many mouths to feed with Saquon coming in. So it takes it down to a low A minus. Zach Moss, I like him. He's the starting goal line back right now. And Tyler Lockett, you can't sleep on him as the last pick. This is the first A minus team in my opinion too. Me nitpicking it out, I don't like the Goddard pick. I'm not that big on T. Higgins. And I got to give credit for Zach Moss. Even though I'm not drafting Zach Moss, but for taking him in the 10th, who cares? If he go out and give you a couple top 12 weeks, I mean, that's all you need out of that pick. Tyler Lockett, they gave him a new deal. So what can I say? I think it's A minus. Let's see here. So we got okay, so let's start up here. Matthew says, I traded my entire draft position at 1-3 for the 1.8 position. It worked out pretty good. Yeah, bro, you killed it. You killed it because wasn't nothing at the 1-3. When you can get 2 for 1 or 3 for 1, I think you killing it, especially if you're getting good value. You got more chances to hit instead of waiting on a Marvin Harrison or Malik Neighbors to be your whole team. So I like that. I like that move that you did. Lonely Beat says a 12-team, 2-quarterback league with a 11-round draft will have valuable running backs available from on waivers during the season. Facts. Teams can afford to be thin at running back in this format. I agree with you. And also, I have a lot of flex spots in this type of draft. So I agree with you, Lonely B. Yes, sir. Ronna says B minus. TZ says B. Says B. RG says B plus A minus. Weak at the running backs. What you gonna give it, RG? You gotta pick B plus or A minus. Needs another running back. A minus. Zach says B. It says RG agree. Matthew says betting the 1.8 has the best team. Betting the 1.8 has the best team. Okay. I think that might be you. 8, 9, 10. No, that's Cal. I think that's Cal. B plus, B plus. It looks like we're gonna have to get this team a B plus. What do you think, Ro?
Yeah, it looks like the chat is saying B, B minus, B plus.
Right.
We were giving it A minuses.
Right. So
Probably B plus.
Yeah, I think it's a B plus. Nifty. Okay. B plus. Okay. All right, let's skip my team. Let's go to Kyle. Cal with B. John Robinson, Puka Nakua, Debo. Debo in the 3-8. That's a little early for me. I like the Dak Prescott. Jaden Daniels. I mean, right now I'm just gonna have to be hard on. I wouldn't have took him quite that early. With golf still on the board, I can't draft Jaden Daniels over golf. Let me look around. Not even over Matthew Stafford or Herbert. Josh Jacobs is good. Reed, too many mouths to feed. Calvin Ridley, I'm a little, I don't know. I think he's good value though in the 8th. I do think it's good value. Brock Bowers in the 9th is good value. I wouldn't have drafted him over Njoku, but that's just me. Ford is great value. I love that Ford pick. Brown. I'm gonna get his team. See, B. John Puka's killed it. I like Josh. I love Josh Jacobs in the 6. I'm gonna get his team a B plus. I'm gonna say B plus. I give this team a B plus. What you give it, Ro?
Bijan Puka, definitely can't go wrong with that. I like that start. Then he gets Debo. I mean, with Jalen Waddle and Chris Olave there, I don't know how much I like that. Dak Prescott. I definitely like that pick. Jaden Daniels, I don't like that pick that much, especially with the other quarterbacks and the fact that I think he should just be going later.
Right.
Josh Jacobs in the 6th, I really like that. I feel like that's fantastic value. Jaden Reed, Calvin Ridley solidifying his wide receiver core like that. Brock Bowers in the 9th, I like that as his tight end. Jerome Ford, I'm okay with, and Chase Brown. I like Chase Brown and just would have preferred Zach Charbonnet if I'm nitpicking. There's a couple things that I don't like about this team, mostly Debo and Jaden Daniels. So I'm gonna give it a B.
Okay. So we got B plus B, B, B plus, B, B plus, B plus, B, B, B. D-Lion says, last pick, all them wide receivers, Charbonnet still there. Is it a B or B plus? What do you think? We got 1, 2, 3 B plus. We got like 4. I gave it a B plus, but we got like 5 Bs.
Yeah, B, 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 B. I don't know.
Jack said, I don't like Debo or Jacobs, but I think this is a good team. I do think it's a good team. I haven't seen a bad team. Don, he put his
Jacobs. I feel like you can't go wrong with. Like, who was there that was better than Jacobs?
Right. Matthew says B. Yeah, I think it's going to be. I think with the grades on the board, I think it's a B. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yep. I'm going to say B. Lonely B said solid team, but I don't see the upside to go on and tear and push for a championship. Right. So I'm going to give it a B. All right. Let me write that down. Let's see.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to skip over you. Wait to do you last. We're going to go to Aaron Holloway. TZ says Debo might ball if they lessen the work on CMC. Facts. Okay, Aaron Holloway went with Breach. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. Breach Hall, Pat Mahomes, Waddle. I love those 3 picks. Love it. Pacheco, y'all know how I feel about Pacheco. So I'm indifferent. Kyle Pitts, I love that pick. Deontay, love that pick. Matthew Stafford, love those 2 quarterbacks. I love Deontay as your second wide receiver, but I don't like it when you got Pacheco. Maybe I would have waited on Kyle Pitts right there. Christian Watson, he's solid. He's good. I like that as your 3rd wide receiver. With the boom with Deontay. Austin Eckler as your 4th. Yeah. Jahan Dotson, Leggett. I think this team is a B+. What do you think? What do you think, Ro?
Yeah, I would say a B+ as well. I like the Breece Hall pick. Then he has Mahomes, Waddle. I like all those picks. And then he gets Pacheco. I not too high on Pacheco. Would have preferred a couple of the running backs, but he did get that stack with Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
Kyle Pitts, I really like that. Got a couple other good picks like Deontay Johnson, Matthew Stafford, Christian Watson, Eckler. I like Dotson and Leggett. I like those as well. I mean, all in all, I would say it's a solid B+ team.
Yeah, I think it's a B+ team too. What I'm nitpicking is I'm not that high on Pacheco. But I want to give respect. I just think that's still too high for Pacheco. I
Yeah,
just
I
think there's other
agree.
value out there. I would have took Travis Etienne right there. I would have took Travis Etienne all day over Pacheco.
Yeah, I would too.
Kyle Pitts in the 5th. I would have waited. I mean, I like Kyle Pitts. I probably would have waited and went with like a Malik Neighbors or Alvin Kamara or something like that. Maybe a Michael Pittman. Love the Matthew Stafford pick. You killed it. I love the Christian Watson boom in the 8th. I'm okay with Austin Eckler being your number 3 running back. I love the Dotson Leggett. I'm not that high. I think it's a lot of guys. You got Deontay and Leggett. I mean, yeah, I think you're gonna get a solid guy out of that. I don't think Leggett's gonna be ready to go this year, especially with Adam Thielen there. But I reach out Pat Mahomes, Waddle, Deontay, Matthew Stafford, Christian Watson. I think that makes it a B+ to me. Let me see here. I don't want to miss where we was at. Okay, so Matthew said A+. TZ says B. I said B+. You said B+. So that makes it an A-. Another B, A-, B+, A-. First 3. So Matthew still gave it an A+. Ronald says B-, B+, B+. Siobhan says Dwayne McFarland, who does stats for Fantasy Life, thinks Pacheco is going to have a really good year, TD. He could. I'm not going to sit here and say that he ain't going to have a good year. I would be in the wrong to say that. I just don't think that he's going to get all the goal line touches. I think this is a Pat Mahomes team. I think Pat Mahomes is still going to throw for close to 30 tubs. And there's no way that Pacheco is going to have 10 or 12 tubs with Pat Mahomes having that many tubs. That's just my 2 cents. But could they turn into a ring team and Pacheco get all those easy goal line touches? Because they're going to be in the green zone all the time. That could happen. So I'm not going to sit there and say Pacheco. That's just me. I'm just grading. That's why I like to involve y'all and let y'all give also a grade. And D-Line is B+. So what do you think that equals up to in the chat? Is that B+?
Yeah, probably B+.
All right, so guys, we're gonna have to go over these teams a little bit harder because we got 3. I think we got like 3 B+. We got 3 B+. All right. All right, let's go do TZ in the house. Watch your mouth. TZ says he got AJ Brown, Jonathan Taylor, DK Metcalf, Trey McBride. I love those first 4 picks. That's an A minus. Jonathan Taylor, and then you waited on quarterback, so I understand your formula. I'm not that high on Joe Mixon in the 5th with the type of team that you have. Let's see, who else could you have got at the 5'11"? That might be the best pick to go to. Oh, I would have went Zamir White right there over Joe Mixon. George Pickens as your 3rd wide receiver. I think that's solid. I love Trevor Lawrence in the 7th round. Hollywood, I'm okay with Hollywood at the 8th. Kirk Cousins in the 9th. Brian Robinson, I like that in the 10th, and Chuba Hubbard in the 11th. This is, to me, outside of George Pickens and Mixon, I don't see anything wrong with this team. I'm gonna say this team is an A minus, and I'm nitpicking Joe Mixon and George Pickens. I could say B plus, but everything else, I love the value. His last 2 picks are probably the best. Those are starting running backs, Brian Robinson and Chuba Hubbard. I'm gonna give it an A minus. What do you say, Ro?
Yeah, I would also probably say an A minus. I love the AJ Brown pick. I like Jonathan Taylor. I like DK Metcalf. I like Trey McBride. I actually like Joe Mixon. George Pickens, where you got him, I feel like it's good value.
Right. So you say A minus
Trevor
too?
Lawrence, I like that. Hollywood Brown, I'm okay with. Yeah.
Okay. So we got 2 A minuses. We got a B plus. Siobhan says solid A. Nifty says B plus. Aaron says B. Lonely B says A. Okay. D Lion says B. Ronald says B. I think that's an A minus because we got 3. Okay. Zach says was going to say A minus, but probably could have got a better quarterback too than Cousins. Right.
I feel like Cousins is a fine quarterback too, in
I
my
thought he
opinion.
was at that level. I don't think there's nobody else out there that he could have got. Caleb Williams is gone. Aaron Rodgers was only drafted after Kirk Cousins. Matthew says B. Lonely Beast is great value at quarterback and waited right, and he did wait. I'm gonna say A minus. So, what do you say? Would you say B plus or A minus?
I see a lot of B's, so it might be a B plus, but there's also quite a bit of A's.
Age and injury, Kurt scares me. I agree with that. He scares me too, bro. He scares me too. So we started at D line at B plus B plus B plus B A D D D. I guess we'll go B plus. We have to go back through the teams and we have to get a little bit tougher. Good job, guys.
One thing I could say about this team, instead of Hollywood in the 8th, you could have
It's good
got
value.
Caleb Williams or Deshaun Watson.
Right, right, right. All right, let's go with RG. RG got Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Nasty, Cooper Cup, Zay Flowers, Amari Cooper. That's an A. That's an A. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Cooper Cup, Zay Flowers, Amari Cooper. That's an A. I'm not that big on Kenneth Walker, but he waited. Najee Harris 7 is a great pick. Evan Ingram is a good pick. Okay, he killed it. He killed it. He got Najee and Jalen, so we can't. What can you say? He's got the number 1, Brian Thomas, and then he got Curtis. This is an A team to me. The only pick that I can sit here and try to give him hell about is Kenneth Walker or Curtis Samuel. And Curtis Samuel, with the type of contract that he got, he could be the PPR guy with a bunch of rookies. Him and Dalton Kincaid is the only guys on the team to have any experience. I'm gonna say A. Yep, I see the chat saying it. What do you say, Ro?
I'd probably give it an A. I mean, I really like the team. The only nitpick I could see is I probably would have went Zach Charbonnet instead of Curtis Samuel, get that stack with Kenneth Walker. But I really do like Kenneth Walker, and I think the team is pretty good.
Yeah, if he went to Kenneth Walker, it might would have been an A plus, right? I mean,
Oh,
Charbonnet.
yeah, it will probably be close to that.
Right. A minus says TZ, haha. A, A minus, A, only cost of Samuel, A, Ronald says B plus, D Lion says A, Zach says Kenneth Walker is fine to take when the rest of your team is completely stacked. I agree. 100% with that. Siobhan says he's got the stack with Harrison Warren too. I know. If you'd have took Charbonnet, might have been one of the best drafts I've seen in a long time. You a hell of a draft though, RG. RG is in one of my leagues. I think I won a championship in that league. But RG is a hell of a drafter, man. You killed it, bro. Lonely B says those quarterbacks will have his team favorite in almost every week. Right, A. Matthew Lee says A. Right, that's an A. That's an A team right there. I think that's the highest grade. They knocked all the B pluses out of there. Yep, they knocked all the B pluses out of there. Look like that boy gonna be getting that 15. There's a couple teams that I'm gonna go through at the end before we get out of here. Like before as I'm gonna compare it to, just to make sure. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make a poll. That's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna put the poll. I'm gonna let y'all do the poll at the end. All right, let's do your team, bruh. All
Okay.
right. Justin Jefferson, Saquon Barkley, Chris Olave, Joe Burrow. Bruh, that's an A minus. And the only reason I'm going A minus, and I'm nitpicking like hell. You killed it, bro. That's the best 4 picks I've seen. That's gas. Malik Neighbors, Justin Herbert, those 2 quarterbacks with Joe Burrow. Only thing that I can nitpick, and that's just me nitpicking, is Chris Olave. Heard is still a stack with Ja. Yep, he is a stack with Josh Allen. You still got the stack. You're right, bro, RG. RG was like he still got the stack with Curtis Samuel and Josh Allen. Right. A Dunze. That's when it gets a little tough to me. I know you love a Dunze. I could be wrong. I'm not. I just don't want to. I would have took a Ricky there. I would have finished my team out and made a different move. I love Njoku in the 8th. Addison, I'm not that high on. Not with Sam Darnold and JJ McCarthy. Javante and Ezekiel Elliott. Remember, I'm gonna get a team. It's tough, man. You got an A minus team, man, but I'm almost going to a B plus, and I'm nitpicking because of Adunze and Addison. Outside of that, bro, you got a lovely draft. No cap. Olave in the 3rd right there. Then you got Joe Burrow and Herbert. So I'm not worried about Olave. You killed it with Olave right there. That's not a bad pick. You can go get Joe Burrow and Herbert. Dunze, I'm nitpicking, but he's your 4th wide receiver. Addison is the 5th. Your running backs, you could have got one more better running back outside of Javante and Zeke, but Saquon is good. But bro, I'm gonna give you A minus, man. I'm gonna see what the chat says. I'm gonna give you A minus, bro. I thought you killed it, man. D-Line says just do a poll for 2nd place. I'm gonna do a poll for everybody, man. I'm gonna let it be ranked, and the percentage is gonna tell it. So I'm gonna put everybody in from the B plus all the way up to RG. Matthew says Olave is solid. I'm taking it. He likes Team Ohio State and LSU wide receivers, right? Matthew loved your team. He said A plus, bro. D Lions is B. Matthew says wide receiver core is sick in Dynasty, right? And that's what he do, man. He's a Dynasty guy. He does a lot of ranking. Lonely B says B plus. I think right now, so I see A plus, and then I say A minus. D Lion says B, so that keeps it at an A minus. B plus. So with Ronald's B. I still think it's an A minus. Siobhan says A minus. I think it goes to Aaron Holloway with a B, can go down to the B plus, but then goes back up with the B plus, so it takes it back probably to an A minus because we got how many A minuses? 1, 2, and then Matthew says A plus. Yeah, man. So I think you had an A minus. You want to talk about your team? Some of the moves you was thinking?
I mean, I could have went Brees Hall instead of Justin Jefferson. I just didn't feel comfortable that a receiver would fall back to me. I did
Right.
feel comfortable with the running back falling back to me like AJ and Saquon and Jonathan Taylor. Just
Mm-hmm.
Olave, I mean, I feel like that's a very good value where he got him.
It is with Joe Burrow and Herbert snaps off the board
I
later.
mean, just seeing who else was there at wide receiver, I can't really see anybody else I would be taking. And I still ended up getting Joe Burrow. I did not think he was going to fall, but I did think Dak was going to fall, and that was like my backup plan. So that's why I felt comfortable going Olave there. Malik Neighbors in the fifth, I felt like was good value late fifth too. I didn't really see too much else I could have gone there. We got Justin Herbert in the sixth. I have no problem taking him there. I would take him all the way up in the fourth round, just depending how quarterbacks are going in your drafts. Dunze, a lot of people might not be high on him, but I expect DJ Moore and Real Madunze to be the two top receivers and Keenan Allen to be the slot guy.
Mm-hmm.
Still getting a lot of receptions, but I feel like Caleb is going to build a chemistry with the Dunze. David Njoku, I feel like that's a good pick in the eighth.
Right.
Jordan Addison, I mean, getting that stack with Justin Jefferson, I feel like is good. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
basically got the entire Minnesota's receiving room with TJ Hawkinson likely being out.
Right.
Javante, I mean, another year recovered from his injury. He could easily bounce back. Ezekiel Elliott, I personally think he could. I don't think he's going to ever be his old self, but I mean, in the 11th round, I still think he's going to get volume. So I like this team quite a bit.
I like it. I think it's the best team that you drafted. Matthew says I'm super high on dudes at year 2 though. Matthew says best wide receiver core in the league easily, especially year 2. Um, I guess he's talking about the the Bears. Siobhan says, at RG, agree. It's going to be the DJ Moore and the Doomsday Show. Probably started staring at the second quadrant. Okay. So that she's saying about week 6, week 5, these guys going to start breaking out. They could. With Caleb Williams getting experience by that time, you could be on to something. Okay. All right, so I guess go ahead. I'm going to let you do my team in the chat. Go ahead, Aro.
So CJ Stroud, A-Chain, Love. I mean, you didn't tackle at wide receiver very early, but I still like the wide receivers you came away with, like Tank Dell, Ladd, and Rashid Shaheed. Um, Running backs are stacked. I would say this is probably an A- team.
Myself, I would call it a B plus. It would be hard for me to go to the A's with the wide receiver core. You can't be mad at me going with McConkey. Who else is going to be the guy? So Tank Dale with the stack makes it good in the value. I also got Kelsey too to help my wide receivers. My running backs are galore. I got running backs galore, and they can all start in this type of format. Devin Singletary is the starter right now. I do believe Tyrone Tracy could come on and take him out, but I'm okay with that. I got him last. I went Gus Elwoods over other wide receivers that I could have took, like a Keon Coleman or a Tyler Lockett or other guys, because Gus Elwoods is the goal line running back in the first quadrant. He's gonna be getting all the goal line touches. He got a deal. So who's gonna take it if he's healthy? Who's gonna take his goal line carries? Rashid Shaheed, you know how I feel about him and Chris Olave. I think he's better than Chris Olave in a certain type of way. And what I would tell you this, Roll, is who you think is better, Christian Watson or Romeo Dobbs?
Christian Watson.
But don't you think Romeo Dobbs is a better route runner than Christian Watson?
Maybe. Yeah, probably.
Right. And I know Chris Olave is a better route runner than Shaheed, and I know he got better hands. But don't you think in today's game, I know you a little younger than me, that it's about the deep ball. And I believe at the value, I believe Chris Olave is a better route runner, but I don't believe he is tough as Shaheed, and I think he can have bigger plays. That's why I love the value of Shaheed, and I think Derek Carr and him has a little bit better chemistry. But you said it's the OC, and I think that's what we're going to have to wait on to see what the OC going to do about Derek Carr wanting to favor Shaheed over Olave. Because did you see last year when he favored Shaheed over Olave when Shaheed was healthy? You didn't see that?
I don't know. I didn't really watch a whole lot of the Saints games.
Right. So, but that's my 2 cents that I would want to throw in there on there. I would give my team a B plus because my wide receivers are a little weak, but I'm also could pick up some guys off waiver wires and stuff like that too. Let's see what the chat said.
I think Ladd McConkey is a great pick.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like there's a very small chance that he doesn't produce as well as QJ or Joshua Palmer right away.
Right.
But by the end of the season or by the middle of the season, Ladd McConkey is easily going to take that job.
Right. I think so too. Let's see here. Zach Seaman says A. Matthew says, I don't know. I think Quentin Johnson balls out year 2. I don't know about that, man. I think he like you said, me and you've been saying he plays like he needs to be Cordell Patterson. Matthews League says Watson hand me though. Right. Watson does have a hand me. But if he comes back off the hand me, we don't want to say because if he doesn't have the hand me, he's good. So to me, I'm betting on the boom that he has, the ability that he has over the hand me with his ADP. Now, if he was going third or second round this year, I might be off of it. But I'm buying low in Dynasty. And people are getting nervous. They don't want to give him to you because they scared. They scared that the hand me might be right. Zach says, right. Actually, A- because of Tank Dell as your wide receiver 1. I like Tank Dell better as a wide receiver 2 or flex. I agree with that. Siobhan says, why did you pick Kamara there, TD? Because I thought there wasn't no better value right there. I don't think Pittman value. I mean, Pittman is good, but Pittman was gone also. So we got Jaden Daniels. I'm not picking Jaden Daniels. I already had my quarterback. I could have went Malik Neighbors, but y'all know how I feel about rookie wide receivers. Kyle Pitts. I already had a tight end. I'm not picking Mixon. I'm not picking Amari Cooper right there. I could have went Amari Cooper. But I know Dale was still on the board. Let me see. I'm not going Kenneth Walker. Deontay Johnson. I could have went Deontay Johnson. That's a good point. I'm not going Josh Jacobs. I could have, but I like Kamara better than Jacobs. Let's see. I could have went Higgins. I'm not going to take Higgins as my number 1 guy over Kamara. Yeah, I just like Kamara. I love Kamara this year. He's a PPR monster. He's going to catch 60 to 70 passes, and he's going to get goal line opportunities. They're not going to take Kamara out and put in what's the backup there? I forgot his name, bro. What's his name, Ro? The backup
Kendre Miller.
Kendre Miller. They're not taking Alvin Kamara out and giving Kendre Miller goal line carries unless Alvin Kamara is tired. So I just love Alvin Kamara's value and his ability. And I feel like they're going to run him into the ground this year with his contract being up. Let me see. Zach says, Joshua Palmer, I also like him as a late wide receiver. I don't think QJ is very good. I think QJ is good. I think you got to know how to use him. Joshua Palmer, I don't think he's everyday number 1 wide receiver, but I think he can have the biggest A-dot on the team. He can have some deep plays. Matthew says,
I think they drafted I think they drafted QJ in the first round for a reason.
Right.
Despite the fact, like, he has talent for sure. Like, we've
Right.
seen that in college.
Right.
We just have to. He just has to catch balls.
Right. TZ says Josh Palmer still there, has more Herbert confidence. I think just my thoughts. Right. And I understand that. I just don't think I think you got for the fourth quadrant, I don't think it's gonna be Josh Palmer. I think it's gonna be more like Ladd. Maybe QJ start catching some vibes with catching screen passes, using him for reverses. I think Josh Palmer early, the first and second quadrant, is going to be the boom guy where he's going to get behind the defense a couple of times and people are going to want him. But I don't believe that's going to be the guy all the way out through the season. And he's going to stay healthy. He's had his opportunities to be the number one the last 2 years, and he could never stay there. Could he, Ro?
Yeah, Josh Palmer definitely was never able to overtake Mike Williams. Not even
Right.
close.
Right. Lonely Beast says HA has to produce. If he doesn't, this is almost a 0 RB and 0 wide receiver draft, B-. But I seem to be the only one who isn't high on A-Chain this year. Right. Right. If he goes down, bro, you can be right. But if that dude's healthy, bro, with that type of team, with that speed on the outside, they're not going to be able to stop A-Chain because they're not going to be able to put any safeties in the box. They're going to have two safeties back deep. But I see what you see in A-Chain, like why he's volatile, but he's playing with the Miami Dolphins with Mike McDaniels. He's not playing with the Baltimore Ravens where he's getting 30 carries a game or whatever, however you want to look at it. I just think the best offense for a running back would be Miami. Imagine Derrick Henry playing for Miami. Siobhan says A-. I'll take that. The Saints are going to run Kamara in the ground. I agree. With the pass catching, I agree. And I heard Kamara also has an easier strength of schedule too, even though I never really looked at that. Right. Two, this is a make or break. Right. Zach says, I think the Chargers drafting QJ over Zay Flowers and JSN was a big mistake. It was.
They didn't draft him over JSN.
They drafted him over JSN?
No, they didn't.
Oh, okay.
JSN went off the board first.
Right. Okay. Siobhan says that TD and Zach, good points about Kamara. Right. Right. Matthew says Odell is a nice pawn piece. They got to guard all three wide receivers. I don't see any loaded boxes. Right. I agree with that. Let's see here. I mean, I just Jalen Wright. I'm not really. If A-Chain goes down, then they're gonna go to Mostert and Wright. I think that's why A-Chain picked up weight. Why would A-Chain pick up weight if they wanted him just to be the same guy? I think he picked up weight because they're gonna run him into the ground. I don't mean like they're gonna give him 20 carries, but he gonna touch the ball at least 15 times a game. TJ said I like A-Chain, but I need Mostert and Wright for insurance so I can sleep at night. Right. I agree. I agree with that. Insurance policy all day long. All right, so guys, we're gonna look at a couple teams. We're gonna look at RG. Let me see. Let me make. I'm about to make the what you call it right now. All right, I'm gonna need you to help me because I'm making the poll roll, so I'm gonna need you to help me. Okay. So I'm gonna put who won the mock draft. All right. Add option. Okay. I think we can only do 4 options. So I'm gonna have to do the top 4. All right. So I'm gonna do RG first. Then I'm doing you, Dawson, Chris. $15. Okay. And who was the next team? Let me look at it. Let me see. Next team was I guess it was a TZ. G-Man. TZ G-Man. All right, let me see what the chat's saying. Make sure I ain't missing nobody. 6, 11, and 12. Okay, Lonely B. 6, 11, and 12 have the best teams. Team 12 is the top team for me. So 6, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we put Nifty. And then you said 11 and 12. Okay, I think what you call the team. I think road team needs to be up there. So we got 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we got 11 and 12. Okay, yeah. So 6, 11, and 12. Okay. So it's gonna be Nifty. Matthew says hey, he love your team. You see that?
Yeah.
You got a good team, bro. I ain't capping. You got a good team. So I'm gonna put Nifty
And I
up
only
there.
got 2 rookies.
You only got what?
I only got 2 rookies, and I feel like those guys can easily boom.
Right.
Especially Malik Neighbors in the 5th. Late 5th.
All right, I'm gonna start the poll, guys. There y'all go. Come on. That's why I don't get that 12 spot. I can eat at the 12 spot, but I'm not in the draft. The 12 spot be eating. The 12 spot always be winning these mock drafts. Come on now. Preach that. I mean, all you doing, I would talk about not getting leftovers, but as in a draft, that 12 spot, man, you can eat, especially when they left. Guys, there's no way that Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen should have been left on the board. To me, I'm trying to look and see. Are you drafting Jamar Chase over Lamar Jackson in a super flex?
The way quarterbacks fell in this, yeah, because if I could get Joe Burrow later, yeah.
Okay. We got 12 votes. We got 50 for RG. We got 17% for Dawson Chris. We got 8% for TZ. And we got 25% for Nifty. Yes, sir, guys. I appreciate everybody being here as always, guys. Sorry for Harambe in here. What's up, Harambe? What's going on, bro? Team 12 name is RG. It's RG. Yep, totally agree. Jefferson Neighbors and Odinze is sick. That's like fantasy football on Viagra. TD, what's your take on Travis Etienne? I love him at the right ADP this year. I'm taking him at the right ADP. It depends on what's on the board and what's left. I'm not trying to super target him, but if he's the next best available running back and I need a running back, I'm taking him. I like him better than Josh Jacobs. That's a tomato. Josh Jacobs or Travis Etienne. Zach said that's why I'm trying to have more of a challenge and draft in another spot now. Me too. Yep. Harami in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Finally got my little setup, man. Now I gotta go and find me. I'm gonna get me some new posters and stuff. I'm not putting up the same posters. So I'm gonna have a blank background for a while.
Nigga, why, nigga, who? Nigga, I just shit all over you.
Matthew says that wide receiver core is elite. Yes, sir. All right, so let me go look at it, man. I think we done now. It's a tie. It's a tie. RG and Nifty. Who's gonna break the tie? We waiting, guys. I need to break. We tied up. We got 18 votes in here. Guys, make sure we hit the like button until we only got 11 likes in here. Let's get the likes up. What are the tied teams? It's RG and Nifty. Yeah, if I have to make the tiebreaker, I'll do it. Yep, RG versus Nifty. I think RG won this one too. Or it depends on what do I want to do. I guess I'll be the given vote because I didn't vote. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna have to make the decision. I think I'm gonna give it to RG. Nifty, you had a great draft. I think Nifty, you won a couple early in the season. We didn't have this is our 23rd draft. All right, so anything you want to say? Let me see. Harambe says RG for me, but I ain't voting. Right. Anything you want to say, Ro, before we get out of here?
I just don't understand how my team loses. Like, my quarterbacks aren't. I feel like they aren't too far off. And then if we look at the overall teams besides the quarterbacks, where does he have me beat? Because I feel like Joe Burrow is comparable to Lamar Jackson.
I think his wide receivers are a little bit better than yours.
His wide receivers are better?
I mean, we talk about a Dunze and Addison. Because his first three receivers can compete with your three wide receivers. Cup, Flowers, and Cooper Cup. I mean, Amari Cooper can't compete with Neighbors, Olave, and Jefferson.
I don't think so.
That's an argument. Matthew says he's absolutely right. I know. Well, man, listen, the people, it's up to the people. I didn't do it. You know, it's everybody. I mean, I gave my opinion. I do think RG's team's a little bit better. His quarterbacks is a little, it's close. You got good quarterbacks, but you would agree that his quarterbacks are better than yours, right?
Yeah. But I feel like there's a case for Burrow over Jackson.
I think your tight end is better. He got the starting running back from Pittsburgh. You got the only true starting running back you got is Saquon Barkley.
I mean, Javonte is a starter.
We don't know. We think it's why he won. Me too. I think so too, man. That's what made me give him the A. Lonnie B says RG could have two of the top three quarterbacks, right? Arthur Smith is about to change the culture in Pitt. Facts.
All I'm saying is Justin Jefferson smacks Cooper Kupp, Chris Olave. I would rather have the Zay Flowers, but if you want to say they're on par, that's fine too. But like, if we're looking at the wide receivers in general, I would say mine easily smack his.
If you put Olave if Olave could go and expound on that first season, yeah. But I love Zay. I love Zay. I'm biased. We know what Amari Cooper has done his last few years. You got a Triple Crown winner. You got them top quarterbacks. It's arguably, bro. That's why you came in second. You came in second.
Yeah.
You came in second. All right, I'm gonna give it to I'm gonna give it to RG. I'm gonna vote for RG on this one and then put RG over the top. That's who I would vote for. RG, hit me up. Let me know where you want me to send the $15. And if you don't want the $15, let me know. I can put it back in the pool. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. Let me see. Ronald says Jackson Zay stack as well. Magic says your wide receiver core absolutely murders his team. I respect your opinion. I
feel like there's no case where his wide receivers are better than mine.
So who better than Zay? Because to me, Chris Olave ain't better than Zay.
I feel like he is.
I respect that. It's hard for me.
I like Zay, but if we're comparing him to Chris Olave, who I feel like is the clear wide receiver one on that team, while Zay, he has to compete with Mike Andrews, and the fact that Lamar Jackson's only like top fantasy wide receiver is Hollywood.
Right. See, here we go. We just started the debate. Zach says Zay Flowers is way better than Olave.
I'll bet $20 Chris Olave finishes higher than Zay Flowers.
You might be right, bro. That's a good debate.
Who wants to take me up on that?
Olave over Flowers all day, as Matthew says. Siobhan says,
"Hey Zach, if you're so confident, like take me up on that offer."
Siobhan said, and he's competing with Herring.
Yeah, that's true.
For touchdowns, he's not competing with Henry for targets. Zach says the Ravens' offense is way better too than the Saints. That's true. I bet you, bro. Y'all want to split a little smaller wager up?
Yeah. End of the season, whoever finishes higher in PPR, let's keep that in mind too. Because
he says Olave better than Flowers. She said that's right about talking about Derrick Henry.
Even if we say
right now,
Olave and Flowers are on par, and Neighbors and Cooper are on par, which I disagree. Jefferson absolutely murders Cooper Kupp.
Matthew says I'd take Olave over Flowers too. I'll be a hundo. I think that's a little too rich for everybody. Lonely B says I agree with the wide receivers, but the gap in the quarterback is bigger than the gap in the wide receivers. I also agree with Olave over Flowers. Okay. D-Line says crazy because Shaheed going to finish higher than Olave. I don't know if he's going to do that, but I think he's going to be close to Olave. That's what I would say. Flowers is going to boom second year. I agree with that. I think Flowers is going to boom. Better chemistry with quarterback than Olave. I agree. It's about the chemistry. That just is bet 800 Olave over Flowers, hands down, easy money. I ain't gonna bet you, bro. It's other stuff that I bet you. Like I bet you a draft guide. I bet you free membership and stuff like that. But I ain't betting on it because Olave gonna get the target. Olave is gonna get the target.
Zach, I'll bet you $20.
I bet Roe and Nifty. How much you guys want to bet? He said, okay. So what you call it says $20. Roe says $20. He's robbing kids and taking their lunch money. The road and Nifty at the road and Nifty. I think Matthew want to bet too, Zach. Yeah, I want to do another live. Okay, here you go. He says, I do 40. I'm confident, bro.
Okay, whoever finishes higher in PPR leagues will come back to this next season.
So I think he's doing 20 with Zach's betting 20 against Rowe and Matthew Lee. You down with that, Matthew? You taking that bet? I think he's confident. I think he's taking that bet. Matthew says all day he's taking it. Yes, sir. All right, guys. Tomorrow I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna do another live, maybe from my cell phone. Guys, I think y'all see that it didn't ever freeze up. I think I've solved the Wi-Fi problem. I think everything is gonna be good from now on. So, guys, I'll be going live. I'm gonna try to do a video in the middle of the day. I don't know what it's gonna be on. I'm gonna look at the algorithm and see what people are looking for. But listen, if you are a Phenom person, or if you are, maybe I might break another team down. I already did my Cleveland Browns breakdown. Maybe I'll do a Seattle or something breakdown. Laughing my ass off. I don't want either.
That's fair.
Glad your move went smooth, Titty. It went okay. It went pretty good. I'm happy. I'm in my new spot. I love the spot. It went pretty good. Thank you, Siobhan. Guys, if you got any, make sure you sign up. Guys, listen, let's go ahead and start drafting. I got a best ball league right now. That's a dynasty. Ro, do you want to get in it?
Sure.
But the only thing is $25.
Okay.
It's $25. So all you gotta do is, hey, you got the Discord link. Can you find that in the community tab? Because you're a member, right? Or you off the member tab right now?
I'm gonna go deposit money in my ATM.
Okay.
And sign back up.
Matthew, won't you get into the sign up for the Discord, bro? Or all you gotta do is sign up as a member, Matthew. I think you are a member. Matthew said my kids getting new shoes. But yeah, Matthew, sign up. Okay. Do you got the Discord link? All you got to do is go to the community tab on YouTube. Okay. But you got to be. Are you a member of the channel? That's the only caveat. You got to be a member of the channel. I can't give it out to unless you're a member of the channel. But Matthew, what I can do if you donate because you on Facebook and you show love, you on Facebook, you on a whole different platform. If you donate the 25, you can get in the league. I'll let you do. I do it that way. I'll let people be able to super chat into the league if they want to. If you, let me see. You still got to be in the Discord though. It don't cost them but $1 a month. You got to be on it. You still got to be a Discord though. Let me see. Zach says, yeah, that basketball dynasty. Looking forward to it. Right, and it's IDP. It is IDP. Don't be scared of IDP, guys. Okay, he says my IDP knowledge is way better now. Right, facts. So yeah, guys, all you gotta do is become a member of the Discord, which is becoming a member of the channel. And once you become a member of the channel, you can get in that best ball. Now, listen, after this best ball league, the rest of them it's not going to be dynasty. I'm not doing any more dynasties. So if you want to be, this is first come, first serve. I might do another one next year, but this is the only best ball league that I'm doing. After that, I'm just going to do best ball leagues per what tier that you own. So if you are on a rookie tier, you're going to be in a rookie best ball league. If you on a Phenom tier, you can get in the Phenom best ball league. And if we don't have enough people for the certain amount of tiers, I will be going to the higher people first and letting them get in. These leagues are going to be free. These best ball leagues are going to be free. All you got to do is maintain your membership throughout the season. If you don't maintain your membership, I will hit you up, let you know, and you're going to have to catch back up, pay that, whatever that costs, I think it's like 4 months that you're gonna have to be on there the whole time for fantasy football. Let me see. When is the draft? As soon as we fill up, Zach. I'm waiting for everybody to fill up, bro. As soon as we fill up, we drafting that day, that night. Oh, I didn't peek laugh out. That's scary. Yeah, bro, brother. We play real. It's like real football, but it's best ball. You won't have to set up your lineups. Never done IDP. And no, it's not basketball, bro. I'm sorry. It's football. It's football. It's football. Yeah, right now I got the YouTube link now, bro. Let me post it real quick. Can somebody post the YouTube link? Can one of the members or one of my moderators, can y'all post the YouTube link? Yeah, it's not basketball, it's football. Let me see if I can find the YouTube link. Let me see if I can do it. Okay. I'm about to post it in the chat now. There you go. That's the YouTube link. And then I'm about to post the become a member link. It's only $1. That's the lowest tier. That's the only thing I asked for to get in this one. You got to stay on it. But the other ones you're gonna want, because you get higher prizes for having being a higher membership. And those leagues are going to be for free. Oh, you good, bro? We all got to be hooked on phonics. All right. There you go. I posted the membership.
I got to go, but see you, man.
All right, bro. See you later.
Have a good night, y'all.
Yeah, you too. Got you. I can't be hooked on phonics sometimes. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get right out of here. Y'all be safe. Peace. Zamir White or Najee Harris, if you had to choose, I'm going with Zamir White. Bro.
Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say this shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. Yeah, let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know